Hello, hello, hello. There goes all my notes. Welcome to the Hoop Love Y'all show. I am your host, Shay Rippinger, here of Hip the Hoopla. And I'm going to lead with some humor because dropping everything. But anyway, this is a special series. Did I drop out of frame here? Okay. Special series. I'm going to grab my notes back again. Special series. This is the Love and Loss series. Even though I'm smiling and during this, this was brought about by some very serious things that have happened, not just to me, and this is, probably for myself for helping with healing, but a lot of other people that are close to me and friends of mine of my inner and outer circle who have been going through things as well. So this is the Love and Loss series, From Grief to Peace. And so this is a 6-part series I have already covered, and here's why my notes are handy and helpful. Grief, loss. Grief was episode 1 of this series. Loss was episode 2. Mourn was episode 3. 4 was reflect, and the theme of this show is healing. So healing is a process that when we're going through something big, traumatic, loss of a loved one, loss of a partner, spouse, job, an illness, whatever the case may be, of something stressful that you may be going through that is deeply traumatic, it is really good to go through these steps. And in the first episode of this, I was talking about how when my grandfather had passed away, when me and my mom were handling the arrangements, the funeral situation, and closing up the house in another state, that we didn't really allow ourselves time to grieve and to go through the loss process and to mourn and heal. And so what happened was that those things came out in little odd ways at other times for over the next year. And of course longer. Well, the next year, because then we realized, my mom stopped and said, you know what, we never really stopped to really mourn the loss of Grandpa, her dad, and her dad world. And I was there to help her, get through it. And because I knew that if she broke down, she wasn't going to get back up again. And it was a deeply personal loss, especially for her. And so, not that I was trying to keep it all business, but, just trying to keep things rolling and flowing in the way that we needed to handle them in the time frame that we had available, because we needed to get back to our business to run it, and a lot of the other things like that. Anyway, the healing process. Goodness gracious. Not sure what that is. Okay, I thought I turned all the volumes off, but something's big buzzing. Anyway, sorry about the interruption. Okay, so the healing process is really helpful to go through. Another reason, not only do things come out in odd ways, but also when we suppress that energy and we don't go through the healing process of this, the love and the loss, and go through the grieving and mourning process, then our immune system can be compromised. So not just our emotional and health and well-being, but our physical well-being as well. So because when we suppress emotions down and stuff them down and don't experience them, don't go through them, they can come out in other ways. They can come out in addictions. They can come out in just weird behaviors and all kinds of things. So if you go through that, although the process isn't necessarily a fun process, it is very helpful to help heal and become, balanced and whole back again. Not saying that it's an overnight or an instant thing, but time does help with that. And this, I have a couple health tips that go with this, which was one that I wanted to bring up, and that is talking with others. So when you talk with others, whether it be in your inner circle, or if you don't have somebody, a close confidant to talk to you know, it could be venting, but it could just be just somebody, a shoulder to lean on, of somebody to give, you know, who can give you a hug and who can, you know, understand what you're going through. It could be a support group. It could be a therapist. It could be, you know, friends or your family. And sometimes our family is our, you know, our friendship circle. Sometimes your family is your chosen people. So talking with people really can help, you know, get a handle on things and balance things out. So talking with others is really helpful. Also, there's an herbal remedy that I really like, and it's GABA. So I've been recommending, you know, like a physical thing that you can go through, and it's something that you can take that is something helpful in along with this process. So each of these shows I've gone over some of these things. These are some of the things that I've used that are very helpful. And GABA is one of, you know, one of the things that I call my happy pills. I got my favorite go-to is 5-HTP, and that is very helpful for preventing depression and or helping aid with depression, so you can get up and out of it, so that instead of just going down the tubes there, it helps, you know, even the keel, so you're not, you know, just, you know, circling the drain down, but starting to circle the drain in a nice positive way. And when you start noticing the wonderful things around you, that really helps with helping to heal. So, and that, you know, again, is on a moment to moment basis. Sometimes, you know, crying and going through it and going through all those emotions are very helpful. I have a quotation that I wanted to share with you, and that is that pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. I thought this was a really good quotation, and it's by Louise Hay and David Kessler, and it's from a book, let's see here, called You Can Heal Your Heart. So You Can Heal Your Heart is, Louise Hay has a whole series of books out there. She's written a lot of things. She's been through an extreme amount of trauma in her life, or had been. She's since passed, but she has also she produced Hay House, which is a whole big book company that does books and audios and speakers and all kinds of things that are very helpful. But some of the things, and I've had the pleasure when she was alive to listen to her speak live, and she's a wonderful human being. If you get a chance to catch her on YouTube or read some of her books, they are very, very helpful for the healing process. And she knows firsthand of some traumatic healing things. She was given, you know, like the doctors had written her off, and she ended up healing her body herself. And, you know, a lot has to do with affirmations. She has there's a lot that goes into it, but I highly recommend finding anything written by Louise Hay, and it's really wonderful. So I teased at the beginning of the show a little, so I cover health, humor, and hooping. We just cover the health part. I'm going to cover a little bit of the humor. As I picked up my hoop, I was showing you this little move at the beginning of the show, and I'm going to show you a move that is going to go into that as a laughter yoga exercise. So this is rolling ball of energy. And so what we're going to do, and I'm going to kind of circle my arms around this way, and we're going to imagine a rolling ball of energy. And I encourage you to do this with me. It's very short, and it can help boost your state. So if you're in a sad or depressed state, this might help. So try this with me. Even if you don't feel like laughing or smiling, try this anyway and give it a shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend we have a ball of energy and visualize this ball of energy, and we're going to bring it in, and I'm bringing it in from like my right hand, and I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to roll it across my chest, and then catch it with the left hand, throw it over to the right hand, and roll it back over. And so I'm going to look where this ball of energy is going and feel and flow with this. Now, so I'm going to do this as a breath exercise. So I'm going to take with the right hand, and I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to inhale in. And hi, Michelle, how you doing? Inhale it in, and exhale it out, and toss it back over to the right hand. Inhale it in, and roll. Imagine that ball rolling across, and then toss it back over to the right hand. One more time. Take this in, and roll it over to the left hand, And let's take it the other direction. Let's do it 3 times to the other direction. And again, it's just an imaginary ball of energy, but it's helping circulate this energy around. So if you can, and we're going to try this not just with a smile, but if you can, try it with a little bit of a laugh. That would be lovely. So what we're going to do is take that ball of energy from the left hand, roll it across, and then grab it with the right hand, toss it over to the left hand, and laugh it in. And exhale it, toss it over, and roll it over, and toss it over one more time. Roll it over and toss it over. Okay, at the end of laughter yoga exercises, we take our hands nice and big. We'll try this together, and we go very good, yay. We do that twice, very good, yay. Thank you for doing that with me. Okay, now, the reason why I wanted to do that as a laughter yoga exercise, this rolling ball of energy, is because it's going to lead into this hoop exercise. So if you have a hula hoop, I encourage you to do this with me. And even if you don't, I encourage you to visualize and try this anyway. So give this a shot. So what this is it's a roll, chest roll. So what it is what I'm going to be starting this in the hand. I'm starting this in the right hand, and I'm just going to give this, and at first I'm going to actually guide the hoop. So I'm not going to let go of it. I'm going to just roll it across and then grab with the other hand. So roll it across, and it's going to do a half circle arc across the chest. So I'm going to have my arms kind of in a circular motion, circular pattern, like so. And I'm going to take this hand, the right hand, and I'm going to roll it across the body. And then I'm going to just bring it over to my left hand. So same thing, left hand across the chest and over to the right hand. Now when I do this, I'm moving my head out of the way. So around, and as you feel comfortable with this, we're going to let it go and let it flow. So around, around, around. So you want to have this nice open arc. Now if you move your arms while you're doing this, you're going to change where the hoop is going to roll and the trajectory of where the hoop can roll. So if you go to catch the hoop, you're going to bop the hoop over into the other direction. So what I call this is it's kind of like a little trust move, hoop trust move. Trust that it's going to be there, even if it's not. Even if you drop it, that's okay. You know, I call the hoop a metaphor for life. So when you drop your hoop, pick it up like you meant to do that, and look like you meant to do that, and just continue on with it. So just like life, when something, you know, when you drop something, when it goes down, you know, you fall down, you know, you just have to get back up. It may take a time. You might need to heal from it, but you need to get back up and move and get your courage up. Take a nice deep breath in, roll the shoulders back, and try to smile. It's a fake it till you make it kind of thing. So again, with the chest hoop roll is rolling it across, rolling it across. So another tip, I love this tip that I got this from Mike Hayataka, who is an awesome hoop teacher and a friend of mine, a great hoop colleague. And that is to look at the hoop as it's going across. So you want to stare at the hoop of where you want it to go and pay attention to where it is rolling. So try not to roll it across your face. It might happen. And I am using a smaller light hoop to demonstrate this because I'm in a little bit of a small space for the camera work right here. But I wanted to show you this. So that's just, so the hoop is also a big circle. So if you don't catch it in your hand like so, just catch it somewhere in the big circle. So there are lots of things to do with this. And then you could start adding in variations where you can actually add in a coin flip across the chest and continue the rollout and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that real quick. I'm keeping the show fairly short, a little bit shorter than usual, than I have been. So I'm trying to get to a little bit of a shorter show. Anyway, I thank you so much for being here. I hope this has helped with your love and loss process. you might not be going through that right now, but I hope you come to this video when you are going through that, and I hope that this helps you out. So talking with others, GABA, G-A-B-A, it is a really good, helpful antidepressant and helping get just good endorphins going back in the body. Rolling ball of energy, laughter yoga, exercise, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze, and the circular chest roll. So again, that's building on itself of the rolling ball of energy, and we take that and go into a chest roll with that. So you can do all of the exercises that I've been doing for this series, you can do with breath work. And I highly encourage you to do this with breath work so that you can breathe and move, because one of the tips that I had given in another video was to get out in nature and also get movement, so a little bit of exercise. So all of these things help. So that it is okay to laugh, and it is okay to smile, and it is okay to have those bits even though you're still in the mourning process or in the grief and loss. So the sooner you can get back to smiling a little bit more and tipping the scales over to happiness. And you know, at first, when you first experience something, whether it be really bad health news or, you know, a loss that is drastic, you know, this is going to just be the biggest thing, the big elephant in the room of just the only thing you can think about. But as you get back to getting your normal back of, and it may be a new normal as well, of getting through that healing process. There was another quotation, another saying that I came across that was, no rain, no rainbow. So, you know, we kind of have to have these dark things in life. First of all, they're inevitable, they happen, but how you get through them is how you find that light. So you may go through something and then you will have more compassion for the other people around you going through it. So there are reasons that we go through these, and you may not see it in the moment, but with time and distance, they may help present themselves. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you spending this time, and hopefully this has helped. And like and comment if you haven't already. I'm hip the hoopla everywhere. My name is Shay Rippinger. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for helping. And if you have somebody that you would like to share this video with, I highly encourage you to do that, because this can help heal all of us, you know, and all of us need these reminders too. I need them as well. So just because we know this stuff sometimes we just need a reminder. Oh yeah, drink some water. So that'll help move the toxins out. Or yes, go talk to a friend about this. Just pick up the phone and just say, hey, listen, I'm having a hard time. You know, you got a minute? I just need to, kind of get some of this stuff out. And then hopefully you'll feel a little bit better. So, and your friends and family are there. They will help you out as well. So, and if you don't have those available, there are group therapies and paid therapists and stuff like that. So that there's lots of things available, outlets that help with this process. So take good care of yourself. Thank you for being here. Rock on. Peace out. I'll see you on the next episode. And that is going to be my final episode for this year. And then I will reach my goal of 50 episodes this year, and up to 100 episodes in the series so far. All right. Thank you so much. Rock on. Peace out. Bye.